Hello and welcome. This is a brief guide on resources that you have access to through McGraw-Hill ConnectEd for your students while they are working from home. So this is going to show you how they can access their high school math resources for either Algebra One, Geometry, or Algebra 2. So first, you'd start by going to the website my.mheducation.com. Both their username and password would be provided by their teacher. So my.mheducation.com. Once you get to the website, the students would type in their username as well as their password. Once they type in their username and password, it will get them to the classes. So if they're in more than one McGraw-Hill program, they will all be listed, but today we're going to take a look at Algebra 1. It will be the same for Geometry as well as Algebra 2. So once they launch the materials, you're going to see they get to their Student Center. While they're looking at their Student Center, they have a few different options. In the upper left, if I look at that 3-bar hamburger menu, I can get right to my resources, right to my homework. Now, if I go back to that Student Center, in the bottom right, you're going to see if the teacher has given any homework that is due, it will show up right for your students right at the point of use for homework. And then they could use that 3-bar menu and go right to their homework and get to those assignments. The other piece that they have access to is if I look at my light blue and dark blue tabs, I can choose any chapter and lesson that we happen to be working on in class. And if I click on that green button across, it's going to open up my actual textbook. So if I don't happen to have my hardbound student book with me, I have my textbook now virtually. It's going to show up in a 2-page format, but if I just want to see one page at a time, at the bottom I can go to the 1-page view. And then the right and the left, I have arrows so I can turn the page as if I had my physical book in front of me. And if that's not quite big enough, I do have zoom tools in the upper right to fit the entire width or to zoom into particular pieces. I could type in the page number if there's a specific page that I want to go to in my book. Then the other piece that I have access to is you're going to see the speakers. So if your student wants a full audio read of their textbook, they can click on that speaker and have the textbook read to them. In the bottom right, you're going to see a series of tiles. These tiles actually take your student to their resources. So if I hover over the resource tile that says Tutor, if I click on that Tutor button, it's going to take me to a series of tutorial videos that will help me with the concepts that are being covered in that particular lesson. So I can watch videos on the math that's being done in that lesson to reinforce my learning, or if you want to watch it for your students, that would reinforce your students' learning. If I now click on all resources, it's going to show me everything that I have for that particular lesson. I'm going to have additional videos from time to time under Watch that show me how to do the math. And then I also have an entire series of worksheets. And you'll see that the worksheets are going to be labeled DOCX. That means it's just a plain old Word document that can be edited, or a PDF. Regardless, those can be printed out for your students. Now, if you didn't want to open your textbook when you first landed at your student center, I could just go to that 3-bar hamburger menu and right to resources, and it gets me to the same list of resources. If I'm now looking at a different lesson or different chapter, all I have to do is go to that second drop-down menu and choose a different lesson if I'm still in the same chapter, or I can choose a different chapter altogether. So it's very easy to navigate all of those different resources, and you'll notice that it will vary from lesson to lesson, chapter to chapter, what resources I do have available for my students. So these resources between the textbook itself as well as the additional resources in the Student Center will help you to support your student while they are working from home. Thank you and have a great day.